Hey there folks, today I have another Reed Krakoff bag I got from Poshmark and I'm really excited to talk about it, so stick around. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My channel is about treating yourself to a little bit of luxury, whether that be your favorite fragrance, skincare, cup of coffee, designer handbags, small leather goods, shoes, what have you, anything that makes you feel a little bit better about yourself, because sometimes you just need that joy. And that's what we're here to do today. So I have been kind of on a not spending pause per se, just being a little bit more strategic in my spending. So not really buying a whole lot of full priced brand new things, except for like small leather goods, maybe a charm here and there. But for the most part, I've been doing mostly pre-loved shopping, and I've been kind of like falling down the Poshmark rabbit hole. I didn't do Poshmark for the longest time. I didn't trust it. I had gotten scammed several years back. I mean, this is several years back. And I won't go into the whole thing, but it was a bad experience. So I just kind of just never went back on there. And then somebody tried to hack my account and use it. And I was just like, well, no, I mean, even though I don't shop on there, you're not getting access to my account. And I've been on there ever since. So I've just kind of been watching and doing things. And then I started buying a few from this particular brand that I'm going to talk about today off of there, and got some really great deals and some great items. And then most recently I picked up this Farrah up here for a smoking deal. It was less than $70, like $69. And it was just fabulous. So while quite a few things are, in my opinion, overpriced, for the most part, folks are just trying to get rid of things in their closet, thinking like garage sale, yard sale kind of. You're not trying to be a reseller and make a huge profit. There are bargains to be had there, and I think that it's a good resource. But you also have to be mindful that there are some not so, let's see, some unscrupulous people that may permeate here and there. And like I said, I've been burned before, so I kind of really, I'm careful before I take the leap whenever I do. So this particular bag is a Reed Krakoff bag, and a lot of folks had been kind of on the boxer bag train last year. I bought a couple from that, and then there's a lot of different designs from him. He hasn't released anything new in quite some time. I think his brand actually just stopped producing several years ago after the Kohl's collaboration, which is a whole separate topic. But that's kind of one of the things that you'll notice on Poshmark, is a lot of folks will post the Kohl's version, which is the polyurethane bags, and market them as the Reed brand, which is what this particular logo is here, or the Reed Krakoff brand, and those are called Reed, just Reed. So there's some distinguishing features from the two that you can figure out which ones are which, but a lot of the same designs, and this one included, were done with the Kohl's collaboration. So it's not hard to get confused and buy, I shouldn't say the wrong one, but not realize what you're buying. So those ones are definitely not worth the full value, in my opinion, but you do you, whatever you're into. This, for me, the Reed Krakoff brand itself, I think, are great quality bags, and that's what I'm looking for. So when they come across my field of view, if it's something I'm looking for, I usually will pick something up. So this one here is, and I'll go ahead and take it out of its dust bag, is the Atlantique. And this is, I believe, the small, because it does come in varying sizes. And it is a black leather with a patent accessory, or I guess, what's the term I'm looking for? Complementary to it. So it's black calfskin, patent little accessory, hang tag, and then inside it's got kind of the the brown leather in there and the trim. So this is the Atlantique, which is like the north-south. And then I've also got a trans-atlantique, which of course is the east-west version of it. So significantly wider. Still almost similar. They have the side pockets, the front pocket. This one didn't come with a pochette or wrist, or yeah, it's a pochette, it's not a wristlet. But I'm not sure if the trans-atlantique did or not, quite honestly. So this one also got for a really, really cheap price. This is more of a patent leather, and I like using that one for work, especially this time of year. It holds the computer, very large, very spacious, and ideally I want about that size in one of these. But when this one came up in my view, I actually just liked it and was just kind of saving it in my like, oh, maybe later. And then the seller messaged me the next day and was like, hey, I'm willing to sell it for X amount. I'm like, sold. Gonna buy it, because it's really rare to find them with like the full set. So the dust bag, the little this component here, you'll see a lot of times this will be sold on its own, and they're often missing from each other. So it's quite rare that they'll come together. So the fact that it was all included is kind of what drove me to buy it. So got it for a really reasonable deal. So again, what you're looking for with the reedkrakoff is this particular logo, and you'll see it inside as well. You'll have, let me pull this out. You'll have the logo inside, and then this separate tag, and the one for Kohl's just says Reed in there, and you won't see that particular kind of branding on there. So that little hang tag will just say Reed, and that's it. So those are the kind of the difference, and those are the polyurethane type of bags, and nothing wrong with it. Like I said, it's just not my thing. I actually got one because I didn't know any better at the time. My very first boxer bag that I purchased from Poshmark was one of the Reed ones from Kohl's, and I'm granted I only spent $20, which should have been a tip off. But at the time I didn't know. I just thought, oh great, smoking deal. So I just donated that actually to Goodwill recently. So that one has left my collection. But I really like the style of this bag. I just feel that it's a really versatile and great design. Again, I wish it was the larger one. I would definitely use it a lot more, but this is going to be a good everyday. So I'm finding that now with the way I work from home the majority of the time, I usually go into work, if I have to, once a week, and really about twice a month is really all I have to go in. And when I have to go in, I have to lug in a lot of stuff. So I'll need something like this one for my computer, or my Neverfulls will carry. I have an extra large burrow that I use. I have another reedkrakoff bag, different style that I also carry. So there's like 4 or 5 bags that I have that are like big blank bags. And those are my work bags. And then everything else I've transitioned to now this kind of medium size. And this one is still a decent size, but it is a little bit smaller than I normally like. It does have these little sewn on kind of feet, but they're very flat. So it definitely will wear. So kind of have to have like a bag holder if you're going to, or put it on a chair or something like that. You want to put it on the ground. So anyway, so the Atlantique has these 2 side pockets here, and then of course this front pocket in the front there with this little wristlet or pochette, and then the pochette has this little card slot here in the front. And a lot of the ones you'll see, this is kind of unique to kind of be the same color. They're usually in a contrasting type of color. So like a white bag might have a black one, or a neon green, or whatever tone. So they'll have like an accent color, right? This being that it's patent, being the accent, I kind of almost thought they would do the pochette in the vachetta, but I like that it's like a tricolor in a sense, because it's like shiny, not quite matte, and then the vachetta. So I think this is a rather unique bag. Gold hardware. It's minimal hardware. It still has a zipper closure, so that's nice for security. Couple of, so there's a zip pocket here and a couple of slip pockets right there. I think this is going to carry everything I need on an everyday basis. So when I don't have to go to work, I think it's going to be a good addition to the rotation that I have. And again, I think I spent $50 for it. So it was quite reasonable. It's a very lovely leather. His leather is really, really, really sumptuous in my opinion. I'm not the biggest fan of the patent, but it's still very sturdy and still very nice. It's not that overly like squeaky plasticky kind of patent that you sometimes encounter. So it's a really pliable, that's the word I'm looking for, a pliable patent. So it's just a really nice bag in my opinion. So I'm really excited to have another reed in my collection, and hopefully I will be able to encounter one of the larger ones, and that will kind of, you know, fill my work need. But I think this is going to be a really cute bag to add. I think, you know, to make it absolutely perfect, oh, it does have, so it didn't come with a strap, so it is missing something. It has 2 D-rings right there and right there. I have a patent leather strap from Louis Vuitton that will go with this because of the patent accents. So, oh, but it's silver hardware. Dang it. I'll have to think of I think my Ralph Lauren strap is gold. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gold. I have a Ricky strap that's gold, and then my RL 50 has gold, but it's the same kind of leather, this really nice rich calfskin leather. So I have some straps that will work for it. I could also just use a chain strap, which I have several of over there as well. So that's the thing. When it's pre-loved, you're not going to find everything perfect, but this was as perfect as it could possibly be. And it's going to work out because I have things that will make it doable for me. So I am going to play around and try some of my straps, and you will see this on one of my swap out Saturdays where I trade into my bag of the week here in the future. So that's it. So if you have any questions about Reed Krakoff, I'd love to tell you I know everything. I don't. You know who knows everything? Birkin Boy. He knows everything. He is a genius. And I think most of these bags I wouldn't have known anything about without his help. So if you don't follow him on Instagram, you should. He's, like I said, he's just fabulous and has a wonderful collection, a lot of Reed Krakoff. And I think he's the one who made everyone aware of the brand. So I think he would be a great resource. So I can try to answer whatever I can, but I could also, you know, connect the two of you. So thanks so much for stopping by. I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.